Remember one guy walked in there and he was watching he was from the Marines or something. He was watching the guys fight and doing their thing. And he says, I want to join your school, Master Powell. I like what you're doing. He said, but there's one thing that I don't like and I don't let nobody do. He said, what's that? He said, nobody slaps me. And I heard something say, pow! And Moses said, what else you don't like?
We're getting ready to bring right now the brother that all of us have been waiting for. The brother that all of us have been waiting for. A bad. Here we go again, brother.
Oh man, he was, I don't know, I thought I was bad, you know, wrestling and all this stuff, but he told me some things, brother, that I never would have known in the street. Some of them saved my life, man.
Mo? Yeah. Who? What can we say? Mo was the greatest, man.
You know, I mean, everybody can tell you something about Moses Powell.
And he hit harder than the parole board and faster than a cobra. There's no sense in lying about it. I gotta get a man his props.
His whole mindset of being black in America, in the ghettos, in situations.
Very street orientated too, but he wasn't no slouch either, man.
It's funny you say Moses Powell. I used to watch tapes of Moses Powell. I only met him one time before he passed years ago. He used to be in Brooklyn.
I used to wear his clothes. He used to leave his clothes down at the dojo and I put on the clothes because I didn't have a coat.
Everything about Dr. Powell is good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Oh man, I can tell you some of his stories, man.
I remember back in the days, they said he was in the subway and guys swung at him with a knife. I said Moses took the knife and cut him so many different ways without cutting him. So he dropped down on his knees and please, I'm sorry. And wind up getting a card for Moses, and Moses wound up teaching him. It took me for years to like that motherfucker, man, but he came every day. He got me, can you be mad at a motherfucker come every day? You get your ass beat for 5 years every day, and you still coming? You good man.
That's when I was doing my style for myself, and I'm asking them questions how to improve my style. What's the best thing for me to do with my style? And he always said, oh, you just need some more snookies. You need some more snookies. I got enough snookies. No, you need more snookies. I said, how much more snookies gonna cost me?
And what I saw as a young man, as a child, when I first saw Doc, I couldn't believe a 245-pound man move like me, and I was a little kid. I saw a man sit in a half lotus and come out into a rollout or reverse rollout and come onto his feet like he was a basketball. I seen a man run up off the wall and dive and come down on his index finger and continue to roll. I said, what kind of man could this be? And someone said, that's Dr. Moses Powell. Became a disciple of his. Talk about it.
He was bad, Jay.
Moses Powell saved people's lives with his techniques.
Well, what he did, I was always afraid of big dudes because I was small, right? He said, oh, you afraid of big dudes, huh? You put Dawkins on me and them cats, man, they beat me to death. I said, now you're going to learn how to throw these big guys. And I threw them.
But you got to realize with Moses, what was so great about him, he was like a ringmaster in the circus. You had your bears, you had your lions, you had your tigers, you had your leopards, all in the same arena. But they wouldn't behave like that if it wasn't for the ringmaster.
Right, okay.
He's good. He taught me a lot. And he taught me a lot about pain.
The man would hurt you.
went to my arm, pop my collarbone. There it is right there. I got Moses Powell thing right there. See, that's Moses Powell. That's Dr. Moses Powell right there. You know what I'm saying? So they made a believer out of me.
Everyone who came to St. Lucas during that time, they didn't come there because they was insecure of being beat up in the street. We came there, we were challengers. We came to see, who's this man, who's this Moses guy?
All of the guys who play numbers, hustle, move speed, Shylock, Pimp, Sling Heron, those individuals had the same problems as everyone else.
How I met him, he was in a house down on near Delphi Street. And I saw this guy wrestling one night. I said, oh man, this guy ain't so bad. I jumped in there, boom, he threw me down. I said, oh, let me do it again. He threw me down again. I said, what do you think? He said, man, I'm martial art. Come on up like that. I've been with him ever since, man.
One day I saw Moses. I was in a street fight and I got stabbed in the head. I was fighting the LeGrands. But the next day I was walking down Nostrand Avenue and I had a bandage on my head. And I saw Moses. I said, yeah, I tried that thing, that you were showing, and this is what happened. He said, you ain't trying anything I showed you. I said, even in a joke, he didn't let that get by. And I said, wow, this man is serious.
Yeah, man. Well, he didn't play, no, he ain't play.
He said, when I want you to represent me, you're gonna represent me.
Moses didn't go to every tournament. He didn't even like tournaments. He thought we shouldn't even be bothered with that because he said, this is real. This isn't no exhibition stuff.
He didn't teach us how to play games and do no comités and all that stuff.
Grandmaster Moses and myself couldn't compete in tournament. I got disqualified first 2 or 3 fights.
He taught us how to kill. He didn't tell us we was playing, man.
Master Powell is not an exhibition.
When I used to watch him, I noticed that he wasn't like all these other dudes. I knew if he caught you and he had some big ass hands, now that I think about it.
With his hands, man, he can slap a guy. I think he'd break a man's face up,
I ain't never in my life seen nobody. His fingers was just as long as my forearm. And that's when Father said, if I touch you, you belong to me. But he showed me a method. He taught me. I don't pass it on to everyone. I'll share it with you later in private discussion. But it's something he showed me how to strengthen my hands and make myself, when I grab someone, they belong to me.
He had huge hands. And like he said, if I can touch you, it's over.
So when I go up to Rutland, Vermont with Doc to the nursing home to see his mother, I see a squaw. I see this beautiful lady in a wheelchair with 2 long ponytails and hands like Dr. Moses Powell said. I thought I'd never in my life seen someone's hands as long as Doc. His mother's fingers and hands was longer than his.
Doc was he was such a magnificent teacher and knew so much.
I learned that you can almost use anything as a weapon.
And how he used to keep his nails just a little bit longer, so he said he could use them to slice.
He might throw his cap up, you look up,
Two, I learned to be evasive. Moses was a very evasive man.
Like, I remember I watched a movie, the guy said, I'm big as an elephant, but I'm fast as a monkey. And that describes Mo. Mo was just like that. He was strong, he was big, big guy, but, he could move fast.
You could not tell that a man that size could move around and could move that fast.
That's the way he was.
One finger rolled out. Such precise movements that appeared that he stood up in the air on one finger.
Oh shit, that was Moses. You don't know what I never seen him do the same thing twice in all the time I ever knew him. I never seen him do the same thing twice.
Moses Powell, to me, he was the baddest black man I ever saw in martial art.
I really
Moses Powell really inspired me the most. Because, you know, he used to do some wild shit. Go up your nose, pull your nose out, and your ears.
Yeah, he would do it too. He would do it too, man.
Doc would say, yeah, you know what? I see your belt. But what I want to know is, can you fight?
And this cat blew his stuff up, you know, sometimes those Goju guys, they, and his neck blew up like this, looked like he looked like a fat pig, man. I said, wow. I said, Sensei, this guy's bad, he got a black belt. Moses standing like this. He said, watch this. And he came at Moses, Moses threw way down the hallway. That cat went sailing down the hallway, man.
You know, I had the privileges of being able to, you know, hit on him, touch him. I'm like, damn, Mo. I said, how you is, man? You just as strong like steel. He like this wall.
His bone structure is like steel.
I'm pushing hard on him. He don't budge. He was solid.
This is him, man. Yeah, Bill. He's like iron, man. Moses is real to this thing, man. I seen Moses in real action with about 10 dudes.
We have a brother Ali. I've never seen this man fear anything. This is the guy that mastered the 6-inch punch, Ali. This is the guy that rather do hard time than bend down, go on a 5-year leash. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because he was hardcore like that. You understand me? But he was saying something to Moses, and Moses turned quick. And I seen Ali flinch. I said, wow, that's a bigger deal than what you think.
They came to him with these, you know, and with these sticks. He took the sticks from the cats and laid all them cats out, man. Bad. Moses is real, bro. He's not no joke, okay? One guy named from Special Forces, he gonna come in there with a Gurkha knife. Moses, click. Did like this here, and Moses' eyes got like this here. He said, and you see him look like he just got quiet and easy. He did like that. And the whole dojo stopped, man. Moses like that. His eyes got big and he got quiet. He didn't say nothing. He just watched him. I didn't want to see it. The cat went on out the door because I guess he must have saw his head hanging. So he said, I don't want none of that. He went on out of here with that. He was bad, Jay.
You know, Mo was a pioneer. He was a great black man in the martial arts. He's taught a lot of people directly and indirectly.
So that, in a way, that's like kind of my role model in a way, because he kind of helped open my eyes when I came back from China and I was watching his tapes, and I was like, okay.
So his greatness is looking at you and seeing your greatness, admiring it, and then giving you something.
He taught a man to be able to look in the mirror and see a man.
And he told me one thing, he said, I see, you got it, man. You really put all your effort in it. So you can't see yourself, but other people can see you.
Oh, he loved jazz, man. Doc, you could just listen to the way Doc talk. You know, he'd be like, Brother Ryan, how's it going, brother? You okay today? You know, Doc was like smooth.
And bring up the late Professor V. What was it like training with him?
Awesome. At that time, it was raw because I used to say it wasn't any water. It was all straight molasses, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because I thought that was the fastest thing in the world today.
Yes, sir.
Took all my speed off it, man. It made a brother nervous, you know.
Yes, sir.
And just as smooth as he was with technique, he was smooth with conversation.
It means simplicity and survival, so I know this. Boy, he ain't got to read from the script, huh?
No.
he'd look at you, he'd talk to you, and it's not what you show. You can be sitting there with a belt with all kind of colors on it, but he's talking to you. And he'll see other things that don't have nothing to do with that on the mat like this, but the individual person.
Because martial arts is just like your music to you, and I watch your work.
He has a special way of bringing what's in you out. You don't even know what you got. He just pulls it right out of you.
He will give you that which could make you complete.
Self-defense complete.
He said, I can teach you to be better than me, but you can't be me.
Big Tony, big, gigantic guy. He's 6'6", weighed 300 pounds. Used to go around telling people he was Moses, go in the dojos and beat everybody up. But we didn't have videos and stuff, so nobody knew. You know, I put on a belt and said, yeah, I'm Moses Powell. Nobody would know.
A lot of people didn't like him, I guess, you know, because he was so popular.
Because he died early. And I personally believe he died without showing us the best of what he had. Or, now let me rephrase that. He died without showing us all of what he had. Because whatever he showed us was the best that he had at the time. The next day he came up with another best.
I know he gave me, man. He taught me stuff that I've used in real life and in protecting my life, man.
I love Doc. I loved him.
You know, that's my sensei. That's he'll always be.
You know, he was just unique.
You couldn't get a better teacher. You know, he helped me a lot. You know, I mean, eye to eye, baby. You know.